So like we did before with the bird picture, we'll have to go to Video Tools, Video Volume, and mute it. Like I said, it's just background noise of, I think a TV was on, maybe a microwave one on. It's useless noise. There's no actual dialogue. Let's say we want to get him smelling the red ball. So let's say we want to start it here. Start the clip here. Why not? So we're gonna go to Set Start Point because we know we want the clip to start there. He walks over to the ball. Right now he's walking away from the ball. So let's say that's the end of that part of the clip, pretty much. So split this time, because if you were to do Set Start Point again, all of this with him getting the ball would have been gone. Alright, so let's find another thing that is interesting of him doing. He's smelling the floor there for some reason. Probably someone dropped food. Alright, let's see. Now he's walking over to the door. Okay, he looks at the camera. That's good. So let's have him starting here. We're going to do the same thing again. Set Start Point. We have him walking towards the door, and he looks at you. Alright, let's just split it there. Now let's say we wanted to, I don't know if there's anything more interesting after this, but let's say we know that there's nothing more in this clip that we'll want. After that we could just turn it off. So instead of doing, instead of splitting, you can just do Set Endpoint, which is obviously the opposite of Set Start Point. So what that will do is that will just, that's where we'll end the clip. And here's a picture of him. So like we did before, let's start making some transitions. Now, like I was saying before, since it's like changing the focus of the subject, I personally like to do a more dramatic transition. I don't really think I like that one. That's okay, that's fine. It's totally subjective. There's many of them. I'm not going to go through every single one here. Mess around with it yourself. See what you like. Alright. Now, let's just add some more transitions. Now, you can actually add, I should point out, movement to, these sort of animations that you did for the still pictures to the video. But if there's already video movement, it'll be pretty much useless. I'd only recommend that for still video shots you got on a tripod or whatever. So, alright, so here we go. Here's the next picture. So let's find another animation we like. That's fine for now. I don't really like that one, but it doesn't really matter. And, okay. Now we're going to the picture, so let's find something here. There we go. That's fine for now. It doesn't really matter. And like I said here, it's a still picture. That could be kind of boring if it's lasting too long. So let's try. Let's find an. Let's see. It looks like he's looking that way. So let's go. Let's find the animation that goes from right to left. That'll be fine. There you go. Now you see there's a bit of movement. Alright, and Alright, his name is Jackson, so let's put that there. I usually like to start putting the titles right after the transition, so you don't start seeing, the title during the transition. I think that kind of messes it up a little bit. So again, we go to Home, we go to Caption, make sure you don't go to Credits or Title. Jackson. Alright, let's make this a bit more visible. It's, again, totally subjective. Just make it where you want. You could move it all around, put it wherever you want. Let's put it here. And, alright. Bigger. Actually, I'm just going to leave it at that font for now. How would it look black? Yeah, let's move it over here. Bold. And let's give it an animation. That looks good, so let's see how that looks. Alright. There's that picture of him. Alright, so now let's add some audio. Now, since there's no dialogue in this, obviously, since there's a video about your pets, one would hope there isn't any dialogue from your animals. Alright, so let's add some music. Now, I always like to put it at the beginning, the black bar here. Doesn't really matter too much. So let's go to Add Music pretty simply. click on this bottom part here, not the part with the musical note. You can either go to add music or add music at the current point. So let's add music. Now it's already went to sample music, but for the sake of not having to deal with any copyright crap or anything like that, let's just add some sample music, some stock music really that comes with the computer. Let's do this one. So now there'll be some music. Alright. Now it seems a bit loud, kind of, so let's click on the music, and now you see you have a new bar for music tools, so click on that. And let's try lowering it in between here. Let's hear how that sounds. Maybe a little less, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, so save it. Actually, before we go on, let me just go back to one more thing about the music, or any audio really. Let's add some fade-ins and fade-outs. For when it, when the music comes in, I don't think it needs a fade-in, but if you go to the end of the video, it just ends like that, which isn't very desirable necessarily. So click on the music and go to fade-out. Slow, medium, fast. Let's say slow. This is kind of a slow-paced video. So as you see here, it'll fade out. Alright, so now let's say the alright, so now our very simple video is done. So let's show you. So now I'll show you how to publish it so you can get it on YouTube. Now go to Home. Now you want to go all the way to the right over here. Go to Save Movie. Now, assuming your video is high definition, click this thing here for high definition displays. Now, I'll save it to the desktop as pets. That's fine. And now your movie is saving. Now this will take a minute or two. Now let's see what the full completed movie looks like.